Variety Weekly News Podcast. Welcome to BWN Podcast, also known as Variety Weekly News Podcast. I'm your host, Rodney Variety. Now, let's start it off like we usually do. I got my glasses on. No big deal. I'm feeling good. My eyes feel fresh. Actually, it's nighttime, but my eyes feel fresh. I also have my beanie on because it's cold around here. Yeah, I got my hat with a little ball. It's got a little fur ball at the top of it. I got that on as well. Yeah, glasses, got my beanie on. I'm inside, but yeah, I got my beanie on. Now, how's it going, everybody? Hope you had a good week. I had a great week. It was very, very nice. Actually, I can say this about my week. It was a nice week, but guess what? I live in the East Coast. Guess what we got? A Noreaster. Woo! Woo! A Noreaster. That's what they call it in the East Coast. A Noreaster. It was like 6 inches of snow. Oh, no, not 6 inches. Like, what the? 6 inches of snow. Okay, anybody in the Midwest? Anybody in the Midwest? They're laughing at 6 inches of snow. Guess what happened in the East Coast when 6 inches of snow fell? 7 people got killed. I know. What? There's no preparation? You guys don't have anybody got any preparation H? Some preparation? Something. I mean, 7 people got killed because of 6 inches of snow. Yeah, that's the East Coast, man. That's nothing. That's nothing. I feel bad for people who got killed. I do. But that's nothing in the Midwest. The Midwest is laughing at that. 6 inches? Like, they can handle that. You just get a couple snow plows. Everybody literally has a snow plow business in the Midwest. Just get a little snow plow, handle that. That's all. In the East Coast, no. They close school early. Like, the kids got out early for 6 inches of snow. Like, it's an ordeal. It's such a big ordeal, they don't call it snowing. They call it a Noreaster. Yes, that's what they call it. People were stuck on the roads for like 6 hours in the car. What are they doing with all the money we pay them? I don't know. But it was crazy. I was stuck for about 3 hours on the road. And there was somebody in front of me who I guess got stuck in some hill. And the person right next to them, guess what they did? They just stopped and just talked to them for like, I don't know, half an hour. It was crazy, man. I don't know what the East Coast is doing, but they do not know how to deal with weather that isn't just sunny weather. Okay? Cancel school for snow or slushy rain. That's how they do in the East Coast. Now, other than that, I actually had a great week. Something interesting really happened. I was working at my Mart. I was. And an NSA agent approached me at work. National Security Agency agent approached me at work. Now, I just got to say this. First of all, secret agents can't wait to tell people they are secret agents. I thought the number one rule of being a secret agent is to not tell anybody you are a secret agent. That's called blowing your cover. But guess what? This guy was so hyped to tell me he was a secret agent. He was like, yo, come over here. And I listened to everything he said, and I just kept listening to him, and I was looking at him like, bro, you don't know this, but I'm the last person you should be telling this to because I'm going to tell everybody. Oh, I'm telling everybody. So, all right, so listen to this, right? NSA agent coming over here, talking to me at work, trying to spill all the secrets about this. So he said that people are constantly rigging the trains in New York City with bombs, right? And he says usually the Bronx is where they do it because they've the easiest access to the trains there. Now he says every time the conductors announce that everyone needs to get off the train due to mechanical issues is actually because the train was rigged with a bomb. And after everyone gets off the bomb and gets evacuated or gets pushed off because of mechanical issues, the agents sit outside of the bomb or outside of the area and wait until the bomb detonates. Then they clean it up. And they used to attempt to take the bombs off of the train, but it was too dangerous. So now they just wait for the bombs to explode and then clean it up. It's way cheaper and it's expensive, but it's way safer than people dying. Now, the bombs usually aren't loud enough for everyone outside of the tunnel to hear it. So that's why I guess nobody was like, hey, what was that? Was that a bomb? And New York City is very, very loud. Anything can happen and you're really not sure what's going on. Now, how did they detect that there's a bomb on there? The NSA agent said they can detect how long it's going to take to detonate based on the equipment that they have that detects the molecules. So they can detect the bomb and the molecules with their equipment. And then they know how long they have to get everybody off. Now, the agent said that the bombs are like signatures, right? They can usually tell who or what group made the bomb based on the molecules and based on how long it takes to explode, things like that, which is interesting. I didn't even think about that like that. It's like your bomb is your calling card. You know what I mean? Oh, you make bombs? Which type you make? Oh, those ones? Yeah, I used to make those. I switched it up. All right. I didn't ask him who the people making the bombs were, though. You know, I really tried to not ask too many questions because, you know, if you're talking to an NSA agent, you know, what are you going to do? You're going to start asking detailed information? I just took whatever he told me. No, and I'm telling you, I'm not just listening to what he's saying. He showed me pictures. I was like, oh my God, dude, how are you able to show me this? But he showed me pictures. I saw the post-explosion places in the subways. I mean, in the train stations and the subways or whatnot. Also, he said sometimes you'll see like homeless people on the trains. Those people are sometimes NSA agents. Like they will dress up like NSA, like homeless people, so you really can't tell who they are, what's going on. Now the guy that I saw, he just looked like he did. He looked like an older hillbilly type guy, or like no, he looked like a motorcycle guy. Like he was like in a motorcycle gang. That's what he looked like. But he said he was a trained Marine. No, he was like he was in the military, right? Went to Vietnam, came back. Then they approached him to go into the Secret Service, NSA, and train. And so he said he and all his people are the people that send when the Marines and the SEALs need training, right? When he said this to me, I was like, yo. I was thinking in my head, I wanted to like make a joke. I'd be like, so are you like Steven Seagal? Like he's that guy. But I didn't want to say anything because, you know, I was like, yo, this guy will snap my neck if I make a joke he doesn't like. But yeah, so I met this guy, right? I met him. And he told me all this information because he wanted to. He really didn't know I was going to tell everybody. He didn't know. Now, if I end up in prison or jail, just know it's because I was talking about this on this podcast. So yeah, that was like amazing. That was really cool. That was a once in a lifetime experience. I hope. I don't really want a lot of NSA agents coming up to me, or else it's like, is there something I don't know about my whereabouts and my safety? Or you know what I mean? Now, with that said, that was amazing. That was great. That was one of the highlights of my week. Why am I talking like this? Like this is like some type of like thriller or drama. See, when you start talking about like NSA agents and secret people, secret service, you start to get in that groove, and then you start to like try to be real like action, thriller, crime. You know, that's the vibe I'm talking in. But I don't even talk like that. That's not my usual vibe. But you know, I feel like I should be in a Jason Statham movie or maybe The Rock. Yeah, Jason Statham, The Rock. Oh, who's that other guy? There's that other guy who does Liam Neeson. I've got a particular set of skills. I've never even seen that movie. I'm just doing my impression of somebody doing that impression. Now, off that, one thing. So I work at a Mart. Yeah, I work at a Mart, and guess what? Here's the thing about Marts. They started doing this thing called Selfpay, and new concept? No, it's not a new concept, but I work at the Marts, and I'm learning that some of these Marts are losing money. And how are they losing money? Because people are stealing from them. The amount of stealing that's going on is higher than it used to be. And I haven't done the research, but I think there's a direct correlation with having self-pay and stealing. Yeah, because, you know, grocery stores, they're killing themselves with the self-pay. Really, they thought they would save money by not paying the employees. They're like, okay, we'll put self-pay, we'll cut all the employees' salaries down by immense amounts because we don't have to pay these people to ring up these groceries. You know what they didn't realize? They didn't realize that they were paying employees to scan items, but they were also paying employees to be security at the same time. They didn't even occur to them. Employees' eyes used to be on all the merchandise. Now they're getting robbed left and right. I've seen people steal frozen food. I saw it at a Mart. I watched them, but I'm not security. And if you work at Mart, the actual thing is, if somebody's stealing, you can't stop them. You can't walk up to them and be like, hey, stop stealing. You got to watch them steal or let them leave the building and they're supposed to get caught, or you just continue to collect security tape on them, and then when you do nab them, you got a bunch of footage. Yeah. So I guess this my whole week has really been focused on Secret Service and self-pay and stealing and things of the same nature. That's what I've been up to. I hope everybody had a good week. Now, that was what's up. That was what's up. Now on to the news, everyone. Yeah. Uber has invested $23.4 million to build flying taxis in France. This is a 5-year plan they have. They have advanced technology centers in Paris that will open up later this year and focus solely on flying cars. Uber has been working on flying cars since 2016, and they want to launch a network by 2023. And get this, if they get it by 2023, officially, there will be flying cars before I pay off my loans. Yeah, you know how people are like, oh, I'll pay off my loans when pigs fly. No, I'll pay off my loans when cars and taxis fly, okay? That's when my loans will be paid off. Woohoo! Now, Wework opened an elementary school called We Grow, which teaches math, science, yoga, and farming. The school opened its doors this fall with 46 kids enrolled from pre-K to 4th grade. And it's modeled after a Montessori school, which is, those schools where you do whatever you want, and you just learn as you want to learn, and you're free to be who you are. But this is a private school that costs between $36,000 to $42,000, depending on the age of the child. And 60% of the children are receiving some kind of financial aid paid for by Wework, the parent company. Now, kids start every morning with live music, followed by yoga and meditation. And then they spend time in nature, then opt to take Hebrew or Mandarin courses. And it makes sense, though, why the U.S. education is ranked behind other countries. Kids in Japan are doing calculus in 4th grade, and the U.S. kids are sitting cross-legged at a fire, singing Kumbaya, talking about the meaning of life. Yeah, that's why we're behind, okay? Because we're letting kids control their education. No, kids don't get to control their education. No, we control their education. I mean, how are we making kids dumber than we used to be? You're only supposed to make kids smarter. We're giving too much credit to kids. Kids are kids for a reason. A Florida woman brought meth to her doctor's office to have it tested for purity, then admitted to using it for a month. A 73-year-old woman was arrested on November 5th and charged with 2 counts of possession of methamphetamine and 2 counts of possession of narcotic paraphernalia. Meth is on a whole different level, everybody. This is how much of a different level meth is. When somebody's high on meth, they can't even tell they're high on meth. Now, Connecticut's Department of Consumer Protection lost $300,000 worth of equipment that taxpayers bought during a move to a different building. Get this. In 2016, the state moved into a new facility in Hartford, Connecticut. They left behind cameras, laptops, scanners, and printers. The reason was because it was easier than making the move. Okay, so that was the reason, because it was easier than making the move. So that is where all the road taxes and tolls went towards, things like that. Those are where all our money is going towards. People just deciding it's easier to just leave our equipment behind. I'm glad I don't live in Connecticut. I guess that's all I'm saying. In Florida, a raccoon got a soup can stuck on his head, and the veterinarians checked it for the injuries, then released it. And I just think that's an interesting story. Thank God the raccoon is alive. I do. I'll be honest with you. In college, I used to park in this place by this street by my apartment, and there were raccoons there. Raccoons are really scary. Like they're really big, and at night their eyes like glow in the night. It's crazy, bro. Like I'm scared of raccoons. Like I used to be like, oh, they're not big. No, I don't play with raccoons. When I saw a raccoon coming, I turned around and walked the other way. I went around the block, yo. Like it's not what you think. It's in these cartoons. Like they're legit, and they're trying to take your stuff. And they have dexterity too. They're really fast and they have dexterity. So I don't play with. Then the raccoons aren't cute. Raccoons aren't cute. No, they're ferocious. More than 20,000 Ooh, it only took to number 6 for me to have to redo one. More than 20,000 Comcast customers in Massachusetts may be getting a check as the company agrees to settle allegations of deceptive advertising. What happened was they left too many customers with lengthy, expensive contracts that left many people in debt and others with damaged credit. Now, the problem was they didn't disclose the additional fees. Okay. Now, me personally, I like that phrase. Me personally, because I really don't have to say that other part. I could say, I I could just say what I want to say, but I need to let you guys know. Me personally, I don't even have TV for this reason, and the fact there's actually no reason to have a TV. Not really. TV is a dead medium. Just get the internet. Anything you can get on TV, just get on the internet. You don't have to pay specifically for TV. Now, customers are eligible for refunds and should receive a check within 60 to 90 days. Good luck getting that check. Ben Schott, a Wisconsin glassmaking company, gave all their employees handguns for Christmas. Now, the employees received a handgun of their choice. Okay? Of their choice. And this company, Ben Schott in Wisconsin, they make drinking glasses with bullets embedded in them. They have 16 full-time employees. Now, the owner gave the employees the guns because they wanted everyone to feel safe and happy. Is that it? Is that the only way to feel safe and happy? Whatever happened to a Christmas party? Holiday parties? Oh, what about that? What about those, those gifts where you like blind giving gifts? Those things, right? Those elephant gifts or whatever you call them? What happened to that? Nobody, that's not happy and fun anymore? You just need a gun? You just need a gun? Now, I looked into this because I was like, So they gave all their employees guns, right? For the holidays. Just for the holidays. What are the requirements in Wisconsin for guns? I looked at some of the requirements. These aren't all of them, but these are some of the requirements. Open carry license needed? Do you need an open carry license? Open carry license. The answer is no. Is a license required for concealed carry in Wisconsin? Only for handguns. Do you need an owner license in Wisconsin? Is that required? No. Do you require a state permit to purchase a firearm? The answer is no. Do you need firearm registration? The answer is no. Is there an assault weapon law in Wisconsin? No. Is there a magazine capacity restriction in Wisconsin? No. Is there an NFA weapons restricted? Are NFA weapons restricted? That's national. Oh, you know what? I swear to God. I had it in my head. NFA. This is embarrassing because I had it right in my head. National. Come on now. It's the National Futures Association. That's not it. This is a bit okay. Guns. I'll be honest with you. I'm Googling it. National Firearms Act. All right, that's what that is. The National Firearms Act. Weapons. Are national firearm weapons restricted? The answer is no. Meaning, machine guns are allowed, but may not shoot. But you may not shoot pistol cartridges and may not be possessed. You may not possess aggressively. Okay, so you can get machine guns, basically, right? And you can get short-barreled rifles, and you can get short-barreled shotguns. Pretty much nothing's restricted. And the last thing is, background checks required for private sales? No. So basically, to get a gun in Wisconsin is very easy. And it's very easy to give somebody a gun. You can give all 16 of your employees guns. That's kind of scary. That is very scary. So this is what they mean when they say gun laws. They don't really mean restricting. They don't mean taking away guns. They just mean making some type of laws, some checks, a couple checks. You know what I mean? Because basically the whole laws in Wisconsin is you can just get a gun and nobody needs to ask you for anything. That is scary. All right? That is intense. So I'm pretty sure you could ask most people in Wisconsin, they probably have a gun. Most people in Wisconsin probably have a gun. Think about that. Most people in Wisconsin go into the house, come back outside of their house, and be like, yo, I didn't like what you said to me. There you go. That's it. And, that's scary. Pretty much. Some rules would be good. Just a couple of rules. I'm not saying somebody needs to take away your guns, but something. Can we just at least know every person that has a gun? That would be nice. Have it registered. Everybody who has a gun has to be in a database. Can we start there? A Minnesota family welcomed a baby girl born on 11/11 at 11:11 p.m. This is a cool fact, This is something cool. That's all. I don't have much to say about this, but I would definitely give my baby the middle name of 11. Definitely. Or I give my baby 5 names, and one of them would definitely be 11. One of those middle names would be 11, for sure. A Santa Ana McDonald's manager was beaten and choked by a woman who was upset over missing ketchup packets. Let me tell you, I watched the video. This lady was insane. She came in through the employee entrance in the back. I get the feeling the lady lady used to work there and knew the manager, because who really pays attention to where the employee entrance is at a McDonald's? Who knows? I didn't know that. I work at an Arby's and I don't even know where the employee entrance at Arby's is. Okay, I feel bad for the manager. That's my point. It's not really a funny video at all. It's not a funny situation, but I feel bad for that manager, and they need to get to the root cause of this. 2 employees from Dallas-Fort Worth International Airport's environmental team found 2 bone fossils believed to be more than 11,000 years old. One of them was a bison thigh bone, and the other was a mammoth tooth. Interesting indeed. I'm not a big dinosaur person. People be like, you're not a dinosaur? I'm not big on dinosaurs. It's cool. I went to Jurassic World in Chicago. It was for kids, man. Like, they've turned dinosaurs into it's all just amusement parks and kid stuff and a way to make money. Dinosaurs is just a way to make money off kids. Like, you can't market dinosaurs to adults. Adults be like, I ain't going. The only way you make money off of dinosaurs, you market them to kids, okay? When's the last time you saw a museum or something with dinosaurs marketed to adults? Nope. I've never been to anything from dinosaurs that a kid wasn't running around. So that's what I'm talking about. Just think about it. Take a second. Think about it. See? A feud over Campbell's Soup's future could break up the 149-year-old company. One side is the board of directors for the company. The other is an active investor. The shareholders, the active investor, he is suing, the active investor's company, he is a separate company, is suing Campbell's because the board members are allegedly misleading shareholders. That's what they say. That's what's going on. Both sides believe the other side doesn't have the proper strategy for increasing business. What I think should happen is they should both realize that the reason for slumping sales is everyone's health kick, you know? Is there a way for them to make their soups healthy while still mass producing them and making a profit? Probably not. So they're definitely going to lose a lot of profit and go downhill, because have you eaten a bowl of chicken noodle soup? Yeah. The recommended amount of water that you're supposed to put in there makes that soup extremely salty. That's what I noticed when I was a kid. I ate a lot of canned food. I ate the chicken noodle. I never ate the chicken and stars. My friend Alex ate a bowl of chicken and stars once when I was at his house. I was in the 2nd grade. And then he immediately vomited. And now from the rest of my life, when I think chicken and stars, I think it makes people vomit. I know it doesn't, but guess what? In my mind, it does. So never, ever, ever eating chicken and stars. But I ate a lot of chicken and noodle. Yeah, if you put the recommended amount of water they want, yeah, it's the saltiest thing. It's just salt water. Chicken noodle isn't even healthy. I used to eat chunky, you know what I mean? Those chunky soups. Basically, they would just be like chunky meat. I mean, I call them chunky because they're called chunky, but that's how the food was actually. So it was like the best description of their food. Those weren't healthy either, but they made you really full. It's funny how I look back on it and I'm like, yeah, no, that was garbage. Like, I literally ate garbage every day. Like, I was poisoning my body. Like, I couldn't eat like that now. Anyways, I'm not going to get on this whole healthy eating thing. You guys get it. Canned food is never good. Nobody who eats canned food on a consistent basis is like, yeah, I feel great. People who eat canned food on a consistent basis are like, geez, I'm just tired. I don't know. I can never sleep. Like, people who eat canned food generally have a lot of complaints about their body. Now, Kellogg may say goodbye to famous Amos and Keebler cookies so it can focus on core parts of the company. The company is working on different ways to deliver snacks, and they're really focusing on single package and on-the-go snacks, okay? Also, the company is possibly going to sell Mother's and Murray's cookies, Little Brownie Bakers, which they make Girl Scout cookies, and possibly going to sell fruit snacks. They're possibly going to sell fruit snacks, right? They're going to sell, I don't mean sell them to people. I mean, like, sell the companies to somebody else or just dissolve it, most likely. What they are focusing on are their power items, which are Cheez-Its, Club Crackers, Rice Krispie Treats, and Pringles. They're not going anywhere, everybody. You can enjoy your salty snack. I feel like that was like me trying to like do a promo for them. They're not going anywhere, ladies and gentlemen, so you can enjoy your salty snack. Was that good? Somebody comment, somebody email, tell me if that was like a good promo voice. Okay. I've noticed I haven't heard anybody comment yet. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You're listening to this? Comments! I know you're listening. Why aren't you commenting? You know, I found the best way to get people to comment is to yell at them as they're listening to support my podcast. That was just funny to me, I guess. For 10 years, a chemical not EPA approved called HaloSan was put into a South Carolina city's drinking water. Denmark, South Carolina. That's the name of the city. The name of the chemical is called HaloSan. HaloSan. It was not approved by the EPA to disinfect drinking water. It was used for to disinfect pools and spas, and in no instance was it ever being used as a disinfectant for water for drinking. Now, what are the issues? It can be a significant eye and ear irritant. So also, it can probably poison you from the inside as well. It was added since 2008. It's been added since 2008, and it recently was stopped. Now, people in the cities were saying that possibly that was causing so much illness in the city. And I guess that might be it. South Carolina Department of Health, they believed it was approved for drinking water based on how the system was advertised. You see that? You see how advertising can just get people to do whatever they want to do? But here's the thing. If you run the South Carolina Department of Health, you might want to run by the thing you're going to put in everybody's drinking water, by the EPA or the internet. Just check. Yeah, you know? I mean, I can't say I know. I like to always let people know. I can't say I know how to do people's jobs, but I think I know how to check to see if I can put something in water to drink it. I mean, that doesn't take much. A simple Google search probably could have saved a lot of people from pain, possible heartache, you know what I mean? Poisoning. But this actually makes me really nervous because, okay, there's Flint. Everybody knows about Flint. Also in Newark, there's some issues with the water there. The people, the city hall, the people who ran Newark, they lied to everybody and said that the water was great. Turns out the water is awful, right? Now, where am I supposed to get water? Where am I supposed to get healthy drinking water? I don't trust any water out of a faucet. And listen, I just ran out, literally. And when I say literally, I mean like before I started this podcast, like a couple minutes before. Ran out of drinking water, fresh drinking water. And I got a filter on my water thing, but I don't even use that because it still tastes funny. I buy the big jugs of water, right? I ran out of that. So I'm drinking the filtered water from my tap. I'm so nervous. Listen, I'm drinking it. Ew, it tastes disgusting. I know I'm dying inside because of this. I know it. Oh, I don't like to say death. Speak things into existence. I'm going to live a long life and enjoy my life, but I just hate the water. I hate the water. This is disgusting. I'm scared. Is anybody else scared about just drinking water? We got to the point, I remember in the 90s, I never thought twice about drinking water from the tap. I was like, it's water. Yeah. Do you guys remember that? The 90s when you just drank water from the tap and never thought about it? Those were different times. You know what I mean? Those were payphones and clean drinking water from the tap. Now I'm worried about my cell phone giving me cancer and my water from my tap giving me cancer and my food from my cans of food giving me Okay, you guys get the point. Kind of scary out there. Anyways, speak into existence what you want. I will enjoy my life. I will strive. I will try to be as healthy as possible. And I will live a long, prosperous, happy life. Speak into existence what you want to occur. So, now, Vancouver police are searching for the owner of an urn that was left at Goodwill. The urn has the name of the person who's inside it on it. This may be the most disrespectful thing I've ever heard of. You got a family member and you left them at Goodwill. That's not showing goodwill at all. That's the exact opposite of that. Now, if you're a family member, shame on you, right? Shame on you for doing that, and shame on you for not knowing that that's somebody you in your families. If you robbed somebody and you stole the urn thinking there'd be jewelry in there, good for you. Good for you not being a bad person. Give it to Goodwill. I mean, obviously you don't want to get caught, but you don't want to earn. That's like bad karma right there. That's bad karma. Now, I know Goodwill doesn't want to accept it, but if Goodwill accepted it, how much do you think they would charge for an urn full of ashes? You think they have it half off? A little off, huh? All right. Now, this has been a lot of fun. Remember, I got a joke. I got this thing, Variety Weekly News Jokes, every week. It's on my Facebook page. It's on my Instagram every day. 2 new jokes. I post it all the time. You guys should check it out. I got a website, rodneyvariety.com. Check out the website. There's merchandise on there. There's a bunch of stuff on there. You should definitely check it out. Now, have a good week. I hope you guys had a good time. I hope I informed you about some news. I hope you did. I hope you laughed a little bit. If you're listening now, I appreciate you listening all the way through, okay? It means a lot to me, and I'm not being insincere about that. I'm being 100% sincere about that. Peace out. Variety Weekly News Podcast.